Hello, what's the word? Welcome to Boxing Blog Center. Former heavyweight champion Byrd has stated that Deontay can't take pressure. He said that he almost lost to Ortiz, who is an old man. And we all know what happened in the seventh round. Hadn't been Ortiz through some good deadly combinations, combined with his deadly uppercuts, he would have knocked out Deontay or would have stopped him. Deontay at that time was already done. So Byrd had a lot to say. He said that Deontay is a very powerful guy. He's got an unbelievable power, but he feels like Deontay can be beaten, when you use the right strategy. He also gave his take on Joshua versus Wilder. He said that Joshua is a very athletic guy, and Joshua has more boxing abilities than Deontay. He said Deontay is very rangy when you allow him to fight in a distance. So Joshua will definitely have to apply pressure on Deontay, because if he doesn't, Deontay with his deadly right hand might do some damage. And I think Byrd is right. I think in this fight, we don't know if we'll see that fight next, because Deontay has officially docked Anthony Joshua, but I will talk about that in the next video. So, I think Byrd is right. I think when Joshua if he wants to approach this fight, he's got to approach it with the mentality of attack. Don't give Deontay any chance to breathe. Don't let him move around. Don't let him fight on a distance. Go to the body. That's his weakest point. Then go to the head, But first of all, the body, because we all saw what Luis Ortiz did. Luis Ortiz, by the way, who is really 59 years old, so was able to break Deontay down with body shots. We saw what he did. So Byrd said that Deontay is a monster. And I have to also agree on that one, because the guy, even though he gets a lot of sticks from me, I know he's a monster. But his boxing ability will let him down when he gets to fight the likes of Anthony Joshua. Because Joshua is not going to just stay there, and he's not going to fight Deontay in his own advantage. He's got to fight Deontay in maybe walking to the body, and the inside. He's got to fight Wilder on the inside. Because if he fights Wilder on the outside, he will end up getting hit by one of those water bombs, the one he normally throws the right hand. So Joshua has got to fight Deontay on the inside, attack him on the body, break him down. You've got the power to hold him, break his ribs, make him pay, make him bleed. After you break him down, then you unleash a deadly uppercut on him, and then he will go to sleep. But we all are talking about it now, but we don't know how it's going to play out. But I think Deontay is definitely going to lose against Joshua. It might even be a very easy fight for Joshua. Byrd said that Joshua is the more better fighter. He's got the skill sets to beat Wilder. And that Wilder, in that night against Luis Ortiz, would have lost that fight. He struggled against an old man. Even Byrd knows that Deontay isn't, technically gifted, and hasn't learned a lot, hasn't improved, his technique so far, because we all saw what he did against Luis Ortiz. With his reach, with his height, he should have been able to just outbox Luis Ortiz, but he couldn't, because the guy has no boxing skills. And legends like Byrd are already coming out and saying this. And I think Wilder should work on that, because you might want to say, okay, let's just brawl with Anthony Joshua. Man to man, you will lose that fight. Except he throws his right hand, which very deadly, But man to man, he will lose the fight physically. So the only way he's going to fight is by fighting on the outside. And if Joshua fights on the outside against Deontay Wilder, that means Joshua will definitely get hit by one of his bombs. And one of his bombs are deadly. So Joshua have got to fight on the inside, pressure Wilder, bully him around, manhandle him, make him feel small, and then break him down with body shots, and later unleash that hellish uppercut on him, and Deontay Wilder was sleeping. Definitely will sleep. That's just my own opinion. You guys, Wilder fanboys, you have your own opinion as well. But Chris Byrd is just saying it right now, and I cannot doubt it. So let's see what happens, guys. I hope that fight is next, but I don't see it happening because Deontay Wilder is currently, not ready for AJ. He wants to fight over Brazil next, so let's just see what happens first. I'm tired of all this politics in boxing. Let's get this fight next, or let's wait till 2019. But 2019 for me is kind of too far because I feel like Anthony Joshua can just do what is a job on your Wilder. But hey, this is the fight game, so anything can happen. So let's give both of these guys time, and let's see what happens. Eddie Hearn has already stated that he sent Deontay Wilder a contract, so let's see if Deontay Wilder accepts the contract or not. That's for now, guys. Like the video, share, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Cheers, everyone.